Last night, we told you that Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts is headed to Texas to push President Joe Biden to respond more forcefully to migrants at the border. But Nebraska immigrants and those who help them say the governor's actions, like sending the state patrol to Texas, put thousands of Nebraskans at risk. 3 News Now investigator Aaron Sandiford has a story on what they say they face.
They're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Local immigrants and people who care for them say they had hoped for better treatment after 4 years under President Trump. But they say many of the insults, stares, and threats remain because politicians like Governor Pete Ricketts keep rousing anger about people at the border.
That contributes to people being fearful, to people being terrorized, and people not sure where they're standing and feeling unwanted in Nebraska. It's not good for our community because often if you're a person, if you're a Latina, people don't ask you, are you a United States citizen or are you a legal permanent resident?
The stakes are real for local immigrants and immigrant families, including Lexington, Nebraska resident Gladys Godinez.
There's going to be consequences in regards to how our children see the messaging, how our children leave the state of Nebraska, how our families leave the state of Nebraska, and that economic impact that we're losing as a community, as a state.
Nuncio and Godinez said they were sad to see Nebraska spend $500,000 to send State Patrol troopers to the Texas border this summer.
Their responsibility should be in our communities, in our state, taking care of our people and the people that live in Nebraska.
Ricketts defended his decision to send the troopers to Texas.
1.3 million people who have tried to cross so far this year. That's going to have a huge impact on all of our communities, not just in Texas, but it's going to reach throughout the United States.
Nuncio and Godinez said they'd rather Ricketts focus on the people at the border.
And if we can spend thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on sending troopers down there to work and to work at the border, then we should be able to send supplies and things that help people live and survive, and really truly be able to survive at that border.
We're missing that piece, the human piece. Our great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents came to the state of Nebraska to build a better future because they were seeking it because of violence, because of religious persecution.
Both say they'd like to see the tone of our politics turned down.
Everything seems to be wanting to push everything into a divisive role, extreme left, extreme right. And I believe, I'm not speaking for Yolanda, but I see it as definitely just a humanitarian piece where individuals are just needing help. And are we willing to help them? And the answer at this moment, the governor is saying no, but we want to say yes, because that's definitely something that we would do for our neighbor.
Aaron Sandiford, 3 News Now.
And Sandiford dug into the cost of sending those 32 state troopers to the border this summer. He found documents that show Texas is unlikely to pay Nebraska back. To read that story or any of our other I-Team investigations, visit our website at 3newsnow.com, and there you can click the Investigators tab. And if you have a story to share with our team, email it at investigate@3newsnow.com.